you know, everything's going good on RockEyez, and I see your album is doing very well, changing the melodies on Frontiers. And your last album was Scary Man in 2018. How much different was it working from a Street Symphonies, like an independent label, to going to a major label like Frontiers?
Uh, we didn't notice any different in the working progress, because we already, when we did Scary Man, we already had the whole album before we presented to the label, right?
Right.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and the same process now. We had the whole album before we presented it to Frontiers. So we haven't like worked together with them to build the album, but
Right.
of course to like the release process and everything. And of course you can feel a bit different because it's a bigger label, so there will be more stuff going on.
Right, right. Now, did you contact Frontiers, or they contacted you, or how'd that work when they got together with you?
They got in contact with us when we released Scary Man, but then we already were signed with with Street Symphonies, so it wasn't on our chart to change the label back then. But then we knew that when we were gonna release this second album, we had in mind that, yeah, Frontiers, they were interested in signing us. Maybe we should like see what they think about the album. But I actually think they contacted us before we even, there was some A&R or scout there that contacted us on Instagram before we even got in contact with them. But so we knew that they've like noticed our stuff, our previous stuff. So we decided to get in contact with them again.
Now, Connie, did they other labels were interested in you, or just Frontiers?
Did you ask me?
Yes.
Or what? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had. I wasn't responsible of the mailing stuff.
Yeah,
So
I guess because it took some time from Scary Man to the new album. Basically, like no other label was aware that we were working on something, like even though we've been promising like on social media for the last years, like we have some new stuff cooking, but we never got in touch with anyone like with a release date or with any plan.
Right.
And since we were contacted by Frontiers in the past, so basically when we had this this album done, then it was the natural thing just to reach out to them. But then no other label got in touch with us, and we didn't get in touch with any other labels. It was not necessary to do that because we already had that in mind.
Right.
We had a few labels that we thought about, and we had a few that weren't labels, that weren't major labels that we got in contact with, but nothing that were interested in that point.
Right, right. Now the new album, Changing the Melody. The songs, I think you got 10 tracks on there. And I was just wondering, was it a lot easier doing a sophomore album compared to the first one?
What was the question?
Was it easier writing the next album, this new album, compared to Scary Man?
Yeah. I don't know. It was a bit a different process of the first one and this one. The first one, we wrote it more together, like we were in Connie's studio and we did a lot of the songs together.
Right.
But this one, the bigger part of the album is from a song folder that I've created through the years. So it's hard to say, but I don't know, maybe it was more fun to do the Scary Man album. But this process with the song was kind of fast because everything was already done, almost. So
This one was more difficult to me because I had to actually record something because on Scary Man, I joined the band after the album was done. So so I don't know. That was super easy. Like the songs are ready, yeah, the album is ready, so just come and play. And this time I actually had to record the bass. So
Well,
but
I noticed that.
I had fun at the recording session. It was really cool, like to see how much the song developed from you know, the demos and the stuff we had before. Alex did a really great work with everything about these songs. Not only Alex, everybody. I mean, but like to me, that I was not part of the mixing and stuff. I just recorded the demos, and then to see like how much the songs developed after that was amazing.
Cool. Now, Alex, did Frontiers give you any stipulations, like how many songs they wanted, the cover, or everything was whatever you want?
We had a meeting with the label, and after we presented the songs, we already knew that we were gonna release 10 songs, but they wanted 11 because we also have a extra track, a bonus track for our Japanese crowd.
Right.
But so that was a bit like hurry. We needed to come up with something, but it was no problem. And I didn't have like any. It was just like, yeah, we like the album, and we said that we will provide you with the better mixes soon. And it was not much to it. Like, it was like, yeah, nice. It sounds good. Nothing more than that.
Tony, what's your favorite song to play on the album?
It changes, you know, from time to time, from day to day. Right now, maybe Freak. I like Freak.
Love that song. I love that song. That's one of my favorites.
Nice.
One of my favorites.
Cool.
Chris, how about you?
I would say Monsters at the moment. So
Right.
like I'm totally in for Monsters. Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Alex?
Yeah, I like Monsters, and I like I'm Alive.
Right. Cool. My favorite's definitely Freaks, and the title track I like a lot. You know,
It's changing the melody.
yeah, both of them songs I really enjoy listening to and stuff like that. How's the music scene over in Sweden right now?
Yeah, we talked about this in a previous interview, and we said that there's a lot of people thinking that Sweden is the big, like, it's here. You should go here to like watch live music.
Right.
But that's actually not completely truth, in my opinion.
Right.
This is like the motherland where we like, it's a big export of music, but the scene is not that big here, I guess.
Yeah, like, even if you think about venues, I guess there are fewer venues right now compared to when I moved to Sweden. So that's kind of weird. And back then there were more bands playing and more things going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So what country do you feel is one of the best to play?
We haven't been through so many countries playing with Lipz, so we don't have so many to like compare to.
The shows we had out of Sweden were really nice. Like Italy was great, Belgium was great, Oslo was great as well. But so it's hard to tell where we got like the best crowd, which one is our favorite. We really enjoyed all of these countries, and yeah, and even the shows we played in Sweden were really good too. But so kind of hard to pick a favorite from these countries that we played. But always good crowds. That's nice.
Alex, do you think the band will make it to the United States this year?
To be realistic, it would be. I think it could be kind of hard to manage it this year, but hopefully next year. You know, it's a lot of extra work, paperwork and stuff to go to the US. So, but I hope we'll make it to maybe the next year.
Chris, if there's a place in the United States who can make a dream come true, what venue would you like to play?
The Whiskey A Go Go, of course.
Yeah. Everybody wants to play there.
Yes,
Legendary.
yes, absolutely.
You know? So
Like, yeah, I've had my first trip to the US last year, and it was so awesome. I didn't get in, I just got inside the rainbow, and
Right.
that was amazing. I didn't see the whiskey inside, but
Right.
like just walking in the Sunset Strip there was so awesome. So I totally imagine one day we reaching the Sunset Strip with Lipz. That would be a total dream come true, you know?
Cool, cool, cool. Chris, when the first time you put the makeup on, was that an
Oh, yeah.
adventure for you? Was that cool or what? Did you like that?
When I put the makeup, sorry?
Yeah, when you first started putting the makeup on and stuff like that, was that fun?
Yeah, absolutely. It was super fun. Like I remember when we had like a meeting at Coffee's place just to decide what kind of makeup I was going to do. It was super cool, you know, and we tried many different stuff. And I have pictures of other attempts we did, but it was super fun, yeah. And you know, even though it takes a while, like we usually take like, I don't know, 2 hours, even more to put all the makeup on and put the clothes on. I think it's super nice. It's part of the ritual, you know, because we are warming up. We're getting into the mood. Like we are not playing yet. The show is like in 2 hours, but instead of just like hanging out and like doing nothing, we are like putting the makeup on and we are already committed to the show. Like
Right.
2 hours before the show. That's super cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Connie, how are the tickets prices at shows for Lipz? What's the prices go for?
Expensive.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the venue, I believe. We are not any part of that, right? Or
no, we're not taking any. We're not the organizers, so.
Right. Yeah.
no, we haven't
So-
really decided on that.
So it depends on the venue.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They started something new over in by the whiskey now. Is that they're taking 20% of your merchandise?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. You know, that's not cool.
No,
Yeah,
fucking sucks.
I was talking to a friend, like he lives in Hollywood, and he said that like he's been living there for his whole life.
Right.
And he said he doesn't go to whiskey anymore because he doesn't approve this policy they have that they take 20% of her merch sales.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know, I know you are not gonna support them because of that.
Right.
But anyways, I would still go to whiskey at least once, and I wouldn't say no to playing there. But then
Maybe
making
we
a joke,
could, like-
we talked about maybe putting like the merch booth out in the street, you know, like we have like a
Yeah.
truck outside, parked
Yeah.
outside,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then say, yeah, you want to buy merch? See you
Yeah.
out there, you know, like
Yeah.
I was
something
just
like
gonna
that.
say that. Just go there without
you're
the
gonna do
merch.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sell merch after the show, you know, like meet us the Sunset Strip. We're gonna sell our merch there, and then we have like a truck with all the boxes and all the stuff. So
A meat
that's the way to
truck.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest way to you know, make some money being a band or merch and stuff like that?
I guess it's the merch part, and then yeah, the merch part definitely.
Yeah, I think that's with every band. You know, they don't make that much off of music because you know, it's always free for download now and everything else, you know.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Cool. Connie, what's the biggest thing that, you know, changed your mind about things towards music? If you weren't into music, what would you be into?
I don't know. Can you ask a question here
Yeah.
again?
If you were doing something besides music, what would you do?
Minecraft.
I don't know. I would probably I would be I don't know. I don't know.
May
Astronaut.
no, no, no.
How about you, Chris?
It's kind of hard to tell because like working with music for so long, since I was in school, I was involved with music and it's always what I wanted to do. So I never thought about doing anything else, you know. But uh like I can imagine like having a bar, like a retro bar, you know, like 80s inspired, or like a diner, a burger place. Like maybe I can still be a musician and do that in the future, you know.
Yeah.
But it's something I see myself doing, like having a business like that, you know. But I can't think about some other kind of like a regular job or something like that. It's kind of hard for me to think about that.
Cool. How about you, Alex?
I guess I would like to work with some kind of like in the business of making movies or something. Either like acting or doing something like that. I don't know. That would be cool.
Cool. Alex, is there anything in your life that really was that changed your life? Like the direction of your life, like maybe your family, maybe whatever.
These are hard questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I can come up with now is when I got seborrhea in my hårbotten. It started itching when I was at the gym.
How
about you, Chris? Anything change your life?
Yeah, absolutely. But depends on the topic we're talking about. I guess it was like a big change in my life when I moved to Sweden. So then I could work more with music, which is something I always wanted to do. So definitely that was like, if I could think like about the big change in my life, was when I moved to Sweden.
Right. Wow. Alex, if you had to pick one album that you only get to listen to, what album would it be?
Changing the Melody, Lipz.
Cool. How about you, Chris?
Oh, that's such a hard question, because that will change also from time to time.
Right.
But
it's good if you take Changing the Melody, because then we will get a lot of streams.
Okay, so yeah, Lipz, Changing the Melody. But like, let's say for now, I would pick Icon, Night of the Crime. Is it Night of the Crime name, or is it only the song? But yeah, I guess it's Night of the Crime from Icon. Just let me check, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Cool. How about you, Connie?
Yeah. Another question where I don't know how to answer. Maybe something with him, probably.
Are you Googling it now? Fucker.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm checking on Spotify.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure which album, but something with him. Yeah, sure.
I think mine would be either Kiss Alive or Beat the Bullet by Vane. You know?
Oh yeah, fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's a great album. So like you know, it's a memory, you know.
Yeah.
Alex, what can you look forward to, you know, moving ahead with Lipz for the rest of the year?
I'm looking forward to be out there and play the songs and meet new people and new fans, and like also meet other bands. It would be really awesome.
Cool. How about you?
So that's
Chris?
the main thing.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, same as Alex, and of course I would like to play the big festivals in Europe, and one day I would love to play the Monsters of Rock cruise in the US. So like, but I think it's one step at a time. So we definitely need to start playing in many places, like as many places as we can, meeting new people, meeting new bands, promoters, and then finally getting to the festivals and stuff like that.
Right. Alex, what band you never got to see but would like to?
What did you say?
What band that you never got to see would you have liked to?
Queen
They were great.
with Freddie Mercury. I can see you have Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I photographed them at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, cool.
So like it was spectacular, really something special.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Cool. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I would never see him live, but Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, I never got to see him either, but just watching videos, he got to be exciting, Very cool. How about you, Connie?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer the same as the album then. Him.
I never got to see them either.
But why is it too late to see him?
They're not playing.
Are they?
I guess it's the
It's
singer's
only,
like solo career.
Yeah, it's the solo career, but it sound the same to me.
But it's not the band.
Okay.
That's what he thinks about us as well.
No.
Start a solo career. Yeah, it's still me,
Alex, when you play a live show, is there any particular food that you want, in the dressing room?
Svensk husmanskost, Swedish houseman kost. I want kött och potatis, like a beef and potatoes with lingonsylt. But I never got that. So.
How about you, Chris?
I don't usually think about food when like before the show.
You always think about food, man.
No. Okay, no. What I mean is, I always think about food, but not before the show, just before the show. But whatever there is in the backstage, I'm totally down, Right. But I wouldn't say no for chicken wings, buffalo wings. Like every time I have the opportunity, like a promoter just asks, like, oh, what would you like for dinner? And then like, buffalo wings. That's a good choice.
Cool. How about you, Connie?
Yeah, I'm also like after the show I can eat whatever, but before the show, you're gonna put your makeup on and then you gonna stuff in your mouth. Nah, it's not going.
Yeah. Actually, when we played in Italy, we got like, wasn't it like a whole day before we got to go with the guys to like eat a lot of food, and we had
we got like a food.
You were eating a bowl with cheese or something.
Yeah, but again, that was the day before. It was before the show when we were in Italy, so I wanted to try like a lot of the local food. So that's definitely something I would do. Like, give me something local. I just want to try something local. Okay, give me some options at least so I can choose between them. Yeah. But another thing that is very good is because Connie said like, yeah, I prefer to eat after the show, and so do I. And for some reason, the cold pizza after the show is really nice because they will order the pizzas before the show, but then I'm not gonna eat that pizza because of the makeup and all of the stuff. And after the show, the pizza is cold already, but then it's still super nice. Like that's the feeling, like we put all the energy on the show on stage, and then like I'm finally gonna eat something, and then we had pizza, just leftover pizza from the other bands or other people. Yeah, that's good. That's fine too.
Very good.
Yeah. Now, Alex, if you're playing a show in a different country and stuff like that, do you get to visit any of the that country's streets and restaurants and get to do things, or you basically just stay in the room, do your show, and then go home?
No, fuck, that's boring. We of course, if we have the opportunity, we're out on the streets and see what to do, and we always want to like investigate the history of the country. No, maybe not that much, but we like to see us around and maybe visit a restaurant, take a beer or something.
Hey, Chris, what was the feeling like when someone came up to you and asked for your autograph?
It's super nice. Like, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's super good when something like that happens, or someone asks for like a guitar pick, a bass pick, and a picture. Like I personally, I always enjoy doing that, and I don't mind like staying after the show and doing that for hours if that's the case. I know some people don't like doing that; they just prefer to leave after the show, or they, even if they stay there, they don't like to talk to the fans. But that's one of my favorite parts from this job, you know.
Now, Connie, when you're in the hotel room, you know, you got a show that night. What do you do during the, you know, the time before the show?
For the show, I mean, we usually hang out and we get our stuff together, maybe do some quick rehearsing or you know, getting ready. And yeah, it takes a lot of time to get ready. So yeah, the day where we play the show usually goes by very fast. So
Alex, the biggest show you ever played, what would you expect the attendance would been? How big of a show was it?
I don't know how big we only like we mostly played at festivals.
Uh-huh.
So I guess the biggest venue was in Italy, but I guess the bigger crowd was at Glam Slam. I don't remember actually. Do you
I
guys
think
remember?
the bigger, I don't remember, but because like when we played at Harry B. James in Sweden, like it's kind of a small venue,
Right.
like a smaller venue, but it was packed. It was totally packed when we played there, and that was super cool. And then we played like some other bigger venues in festivals, and okay, maybe there was more people there, you know, but like we had the feeling that Harry B. James was packed. So I don't know. I guess we got a good crowd in Belgium when we played there at the Glam Slam Fest, but I can't tell how many people were there. But it was a really good crowd. Actually, if you check social media, we have a video from that show where like people are putting the phones up like this, so you can have an idea of the crowd that we performed there. It was a good one.
Right. No matter what, no matter what the size of the crowd, you put 100% into the show, right?
Every time.
Of course.
Because there's venues here that are popular, and sometimes like I'll go and there'll be like 50 people. You know, I mean, if I was a musician, I mean, I'd give 100%. I'll be a little disappointed in the turnout, but then the next week you're playing a big festival, so like I guess it equals out.
Yeah, of course, but you always need to do it 100%.
Right.
Yeah, maybe those 50 people are your biggest fans. Who knows?
Could be, yeah.
So
Yep. These people could help you out by, media. You never know,
Yeah.
So what do you feel will be the next step for Lipz? Alex?
The next step is start playing, go on tours, and of course start the recording of the new album, our third album. So I think you need to be like, I think a lot of stuff need to happen to get the crowd, to make the crowd still be interested in you. So I think we need to like start the work for the third album and start tour.
Chris, when you joined the band, what your expectations were? What were your hopes?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now I was, that was in 2018, so it was 3 years after I moved to Sweden, and I like for this whole time I was looking for a band because I wanted to have a band here and have a glam band and like do all the makeup and all the stuff, use the clothes, decide the clothes, and doing the big hair and stuff like that. So I mean, from the moment like I got in touch with Lipz and then I joined the band, Like my expectation was good in every part of the being in Lipz experience. So like from again, from finally having some guys that we are getting ready for a show and we are preparing the show and like we are getting dressed and preparing like the visuals and all the looks of and then we're looking good and yeah, let's finally go to the stage, So on a personal level, that was really something I was expecting and like looking for a long time. So when I joined Lipz, which is like a super glam visuals, yeah. So now I'm finally gonna get to do this, and like, of course, then it comes to the music too. I really like the music, so then I wanted to get ready to be on stage playing those songs, which is something that I also wanted to do, like be on stage and play like super cool glam metal these songs and however you label the music, like I listened to the songs before I joined the band. So like, oh fuck, if I get to join the band and we play this live, will be amazing. And then of course when we started playing the shows, I just wanted to tour more and I still want to do this. So like there's always some good expectations ahead,
Alex, when you first started doing the makeup, was there a big change from the original, what you were wearing compared to what it looks like now?
Yeah, you can tell by looking at the video for Ghost Town, I guess.
That was the first time we used the makeup and some of the clothes, like the style we were going for.
Yeah, the first thing we released official with the visuals and the makeup. So I guess that's the original look.
Right.
And yeah, with the yeah, but it's a lot different now since then, but I think it's better now.
Cool.
So if you want to see the original Alex K, you need to watch Ghost Town.
I watched it already, so I watched them all, so well guys, it was great talking to you. Changing the Melody, new album on Frontiers. Connie, would you like to say anything to the fans?
Yeah, thank you everyone for all the great feedback we have got from the album and on all the videos and all the comments everywhere. Thank you so much.
Well, Chris, you want to say anything?
Yeah, same thing. I totally appreciate the support we've been getting since the album came out, since before that when we released the videos, and we are super excited to be playing these songs live, and we want to go to as many places as possible.
Cool. Alex?
Yeah, but exact as they say, thanks a lot for all the support and for all the great comments and everything, and pictures of the fact we got a lot of pictures of happy fans wearing our merch and like stuff like that, and we love it.
Cool.
So thanks a lot and keep supporting.
Thanks a lot. Where can people get in contact with you?
On Facebook, right? And Instagram.
Yeah, and our now Coffee is gone, but he's our contact dude. But he got something with the connect. The internet don't work as it should. But he got all that information. But yeah, you can contact us on Instagram, Facebook. You can mail us at lips@lipsband.com. And I guess Instagram is Lipsband. And Facebook also, Lipsband, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate the chat.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much.
Talk to you
Thanks
later.
for having
Bye-bye.
us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.